Today we are going to be ranking all NPC and bosses in Fortnite. Now it's important to note that I did not make this tier list. It was under the Fortnite section on tier maker, so if there's anything missing, it's not my fault. It's whoever uploaded. Blame them, not me. I'm excited to talk about this. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's get right into it. Guys, it is important to note I'm going to be ranking these by how much fun it was to fight them, because there are some that were very generic. I don't know where I should put them if they were generic. Probably in the C tier. I'm gonna put C tier like C tier meh. That's where I'm gonna edit the C tier. That's what it's gonna be all about. So let's get into it. And there was a few of these that I actually straight up just don't remember. For example, this first one. So I'm going to put it in the not available because I don't remember who it is. And that is embarrassing for somebody who is so into Fortnite like myself. But let's talk about Shadow Brutus. Now, Shadow Brutus is very nostalgic to me. I love Chapter 2 Season 2. It's one of my favorite seasons of all time. Just like JoJo Josiah, one of his favorite seasons of all time too. I always talk about it with him. It's a fantastic, fantastic season. It was fun playing in the grotto and really fun having to avoid how powerful that minigun was. So I'm going to throw Brutus, and I might play around with it, but I'm going to throw Brutus into the A tier for now. Now, the Caretaker, very unique. I have to throw the Caretaker in S tier because these things were huge. They grabbed you, spawned a sideways bubble. It was so unique, and that's what I really, really loved about this boss in particular. Absolutely going to be in an S tier. Now, Cerebrus. This is kind of just your generic boss. Nothing special about it. I'm going to throw him into the Mad tier. Now, I don't remember where this person was, and I don't remember where this person is, so we're going to skip those ones. Same with Cube Assassin, but Darth Vader. Let's get into Darth Vader. Darth Vader was very fun because he was scary. He was hard to kill. He used the Force. He threw the lightsaber at you. I have a lot of fun fighting bosses that are really, really tough and kind of add an element of fear to them. So Darth Vader was really fun to me. I loved when he just showed up and just wiped out half your squad, and then it was really tough. And like I said, he struck fear into me. So Darth Vader is absolutely an A tier. Deadpool. Deadpool's just your generic boss. Nothing special about him. Doctor Doom was fun. I really liked fighting against Doctor Doom because Doctor Doom, of course, you had him all over Pleasant. You had him in Doom's domain. It was so chaotic going on in there. Yeah, guys, I'm going to throw Doctor Doom into the S tier, but do I like him more than the Caretaker? I do. I do, because Doctor Doom was one of the reasons why Chapter 2 Season 4 was so much fun. Going into that place with all the different people there and him just absolutely blowing up floors, starting fires. It was great. It was absolutely great. Now, Dr. Sloan, she was a hard boss to fight. She had a really good mythic. I think she's better than your generic boss because I enjoyed fighting her at the fortress. I'm going to put her in the B tier. Now, I don't remember where this person was or this person. Now, I don't know what these were called. I don't remember, but it was from the Marvel season. And again, just like the Caretakers, it was a very, very unique boss fight, and I gotta appreciate that from Epic Games. Honestly, I really, really do. So, there's nothing special about it, though. So, I'm going to throw this one, actually, into the... That's tough. It's very unique, very, very different from all the bosses that we've had. But at the end of the day, you were just kind of shooting it. But I still have a lot of fun with it, and I still have a good time looking back on it. So... that's tough. I'm going to put it at the top of A tier. I don't think it's deserving of the S tier just because it was unique, but I still had a lot of fun with it. Now, I don't know why two Gunners are here. We're going to put one Gunner down there. Gunner is really... he was your generic one. I'm not going to talk about him. Now, Hades is fun. Maybe because it's the brand new season, but Hades kind of sucking the soul out of you like he does in that pause. I didn't mean... No, we got to save that for T and Tina, but I'm just kidding. Hades was pretty fun. I like that you have to knock over the statue. I like that he's scary. He's hard to defeat. So I'm going to put Hades into the B tier right in front of Sloan. Don't remember who these guys are. Now, the name's escaping me for this one. Is it Huntress? No, I don't think so. Not Huntress. The key, Master Key. That's who it is. Master Key. Generic boss at the end of the day. Nothing special. Now, the Inquisitor. I loved fighting the Inquisitor because you went down there and it really, really captured the elements of Fortnite mirrors, which was great, right? You came in and all of a sudden you heard... right, which is hilarious, by the way, and then he started so much fire that it was a blast. This is absolutely an S tier in my opinion. Do I like him more than the Caretaker and more than Doctor Doom? No, but he is an S tier. He stands out compared to all the other bosses. It was great. Speaking of someone who's not great, for the character, we love Jules. Jules is great, but at the end of the day, Jules was a very generic boss. Kato Thorn was fun because he had a whole room dedicated to him. I love the way he screamed. I love the way he kind of spawned through the time machine. He was very pleasing aesthetically, but he wasn't all that hard to beat. He didn't really offer anything really unique, kind of like I was talking about with Darth Vader, right? I know he had his blade, but at the end of the day, he doesn't stack up to the S or A tier. So I'm going to put Kato Thorn into the B tier. I'm going to put him, because of his room, above Hades and Dr. Sloan. Now, Kit, okay, guys, when I was talking about making this video, Kit actually came to mind as one of my favorite bosses to fight. I'm unsure if we will beat Kit as we continue on, but Kit is absolutely an S tier. Landing at Catty Corner in Chapter 2, Season 3, when Kit first spawned, was a peak Fortnite experience, in my opinion. With all of the bots there, and Kit having his shockwave launcher and still spraying at you, all of those junk cat robots and Kit shooting at you, there was so much chaos, noise, in such a small location with such a limited loot. I absolutely loved it. You had the problem of all these players landing at Catty Corner, especially at the beginning of the season, and the unreasonable amount of bosses. God forbid you go down, you're not getting picked up. Catty Corner in Chapter 2, Season 3 with Kit there was some of the most fun experiences I've had in Fortnite, and I believe, we'll have to go through it, but I believe Kit is going to stay at the top of S tier. If there was an SS, I'd probably put him there, but it's not. Now, I don't remember this guy being here. The Mandalorian was okay. The Mandalorian had his jetpack, his unique sniper, the blade there. Sometimes he could just snipe you out of nowhere, which was hilarious, by the way. I'm going to put him in the B tier, low B tier, though, because he didn't have his own location. He was kind of just strolling around. Now, the Golden Horde. This thing was a problem. This thing was responsible for game losses, by the way. Am I wrong? Or just all of a sudden, sometimes you'd be rezzing your teammate, you'd be fighting, you'd be scoped in with a sniper, and all of a sudden this bad boy comes and just one-shots you. Hilarious, by the way. But I never really considered him a boss. But if this tier list is considering him a boss, he must actually be a boss in Fortnite. I don't know. Regardless, we're going to count him as a boss. I think it's hilarious that it took so long to kill him, and I think it's hilarious that you had to run from him because he did so much damage to you. I'm going to put him at the top of A tier. Really, really enjoy that. Now, Meowskulls, generic boss, nothing special about it. Midas, he is your generic boss, but the thing is, of course, Midas had that famous drum gun. All of a sudden, he'd be gliding around the agency, having a good time, ready to land at the agency, maybe get into a vault, see if there's any spare loot, and then Midas, all of a sudden, and you're just deleted. I thought that was hilarious. There are clips of Midas shooting people that were outside the agency, which is even funnier to me. I love Midas as a boss, love Midas as a character. Midas is an A tier. I'm going to put him behind the Golden Brute. I'm going to put him there. Montag and Nisha, both very, very generic bosses. Same with Ocean. Nothing special about that. Now, Aurelia was very cool. Aurelia was very fun because you had the scar. If you remember Aurelia's temple there, you would take the scar and she would start freaking out because you stole her treasure. And she was very difficult to beat. Especially the early game. If you landed there wasn't a lot of loot. She was pretty good. She was pretty good. I'm actually going to put her... I'm going to put her at the top of B tier. I think she isn't really deserving of the A tier, but still very fun. Tiger, again, nothing too special. Same with Peter Griffin. The Predator was fun. The Predator was fun because you would have to find him in Stealthy Stronghold. He was in the jungle, right? He would go invisible. He would make some noises. He was very unique for a boss, but at the end of the day, he was almost your regular NPC to fight. So I'm going to put the Predator... Do I want to put him above the Mandalorian? Do I want to put him above Dr. Sloan? I'm going to put him above both of them. That's where I'm going to fit the Predator in. Now, Raz. Raz was a blast because Raz was so difficult to defeat. He had the bow that could one-shot you. He had all the explosives in the world. He had that weird power, whatever it was, that would just completely drain your health. And no matter where you hid, Raz could find you. So Raz brought that scary element to Fortnite, which was great. Raz is an A-tier boss. I'm going to throw him in front of Midas. I really enjoyed fighting Raz. I really enjoyed the chaos that he brought to the game. Now, Sergeant Winter, can you really consider this a boss? Because he only got angry at you if you shot him. He gave you presents. I guess he's unique, so I don't know, man. I guess I'll throw him in the B tier because he wasn't that fun to fight, though. You know what? By the way I've been ranking everybody was the fun encounters I've had. Sergeant Winter was fun after you killed him because you could take his slate in particular seasons. But other than that, he dropped presents. Sergeant Winter's going to go be our first D tier, guys. Our very first D tier. Shadow Midas. This is tough. He wasn't nearly as scary as real Midas. He had a fun spawn to him, but nah, he's a regular boss. Same with Sky. Actually, that's not true. Skye was a little bit better because Skye had that AR would just completely beam you sometimes, but that's pretty much all she had. She was pretty easy to kill. I'm going to throw Skye into the B tier. I'm going to put her above the Predator. That's where I'm going to put Skye. Now, I don't remember either of these two. The Ageless was a generic boss. Nothing special about the Ageless. The Foundation was really fun because he had the rock attack and he had the the Foundation's MK assault rifle, which could absolutely beam you. But at the end of the day, the Foundation, there's nothing special about him. So he's a little bit better than your average boss because he had some powers to him, but I'm going to throw him at the bottom of B tier. I don't know why this other Foundation's there. I'm going to put him in NA. Now, the Herald, a little bit more of the same. It was fun to fight her. It was fun for the storyline. It was fun to speculate, but at the end of the day, there was nothing really crazy about the Herald. You know, nothing really stood out. She spawned some wolves. It was more frustrating than anything, so that's tough because, yeah, I didn't have fun fighting the Herald, guys. I don't know. I loved her being there. I loved the chrome. I loved the environment she was in, but I didn't have fun fighting her, so I'm going to throw her into the D tier. Yeah, I know. That's where I'm going to throw her. Now, TNTina. TNTina. This is tough because there was nothing fun about TNTina. The fun part was finding her and all four members of our squad going, "Ah, hey there, Tina," and just like absolutely whipping her because we all wanted the key to the vault, right? It was fun. TNTina brought back a lot of memories because of Chapter 2, Season 2. We had a lot of fun looking for Tina, looking for the vault card, kind of like sneaking away and trying to open the vault without everybody else because TNTina had so many different places that she could spawn, right? But at the end of the day, she didn't beam you like Brutus. She didn't beam you like Skye. So TNTina, I'm definitely not putting her below C tier, but TNTina is going to be at the bottom of B tier, unfortunately. Out of all these characters, TNTina might be my favorite, but that's where we're going to put her. Now, Iron Man. Iron Man had a little bit of uniqueness to him because all of a sudden he could just unibeam you out of nowhere, and Iron Man was very scary. But he's just a little bit better than your average boss. I love the fact that all of a sudden just some floors would kind of disappear. But there's not much more than that. So I'm actually going to put Iron Man at the top of B tier. I liked him a little bit more than Aurelia. I don't remember fighting Valeria at all. And I don't remember this character either. I don't remember this one either. Oh, man. Wolverine. I forgot about Wolverine. Guys, Wolverine's better than Kit. Wolverine is single-handedly the greatest boss we've ever had in Fortnite. There is nothing like dropping in Weeping Woods. In the scary forest. The forest was scary because Wolverine was there. The way he would just yell and scream, have the super speed and run at you and do so much damage, and it was so hard to kill him. You had to hide from Wolverine. You had to sneak up on Wolverine. Sometimes you had to leave the entire POI in the entire forest because Wolverine was there and he was chasing you. Nothing strikes fear into your heart like Wolverine. Comparing it to every other boss, nothing made you go, you didn't look at Dr. Sloan and go, "Oh, Dr. Sloan." You didn't look at Darth Vader and go, "Oh my God, better watch out for did I say Dr. Vader? Darth Vader." There was nothing here like that wasn't manageable. Sometimes Wolverine just was not manageable. Sometimes you had to look the other way, run right out of Weeping Woods. Wolverine was hilarious. He was fun to fight, and he added so much to the gameplay experience of Fortnite because he was so scary. Wolverine is an S tier. Actually, I would put him in SS tier, but we're adding an SS tier. We're adding a row above. We're adding a row above for SS tier. Wolverine stands out completely, and we got to change the color of that. Wolverine stands out completely. 100%. Kit, I was talking about Kit being my favorite, but Wolverine is absolutely the SS tier. Now, Zeus. Zeus is a generic boss at the end of the day, guys. Nothing special about it. Same with, unfortunately, Zig and Choppy. Wow, we're ending the video on a very poor note there. I should have rearranged that. But guys, these are my rankings for all of the NPC and bosses based on how much fun I had fighting against them. I would love to know what you think down below. Wolverine's like none other. Kit almost made the SS tier, almost, but Wolverine just stood out that much. Let me know what you think about this down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to keep watching the Clen channel, check out this video on screen right now. It's another great tier list video. We have lots of tier list content on the channel. Check it out, guys. I will see you either there or in the next one. Take care.